back here at EWA. Maybe it's right, maybe it ain't, but it's what we do. And you want to talk about building momentum off one of the best EWA shows of all time. This show has been great wrestling from top to bottom. We've had some questions answered, not the answers we wanted when it comes to the whole ownership of TJ Blade and the Elite and the pro EWA guys. We've crowned our first EWA Tri-State Champion, #1 contender in Stripes. And right now, Ryan Ragnarok here injured from his Elite ladder match. But with injury and all, he has a guest commentary in the booth. Ryan Ragnarok, we see you're in that arm sling, and you care to elaborate. Obviously, it might have been your showing at Elite, but you care to elaborate on your injury.
Yes, I received a dislocated shoulder in the Money in the Bank ladder match from the Death Valley driver that I received from Maddox Static.
Oh, well, those kind of matches, you know what you're signing up for when it comes with those types of things.
I know, and the worst part is, I won that match. That was my right. I should be holding Money in the Bank briefcase, not that. I don't even know what to call
Ryan Ragnarok.
Bitch, Killa K.
I'll tell you this, I watched that match myself, and I saw you had the winning briefcase. It was your own fault that it switched, and I'm sure we have not seen the end of you trying to regain that briefcase from Killa K.
Not at all. That briefcase will be mine again because it is my destiny to become the EWA World Heavyweight Champion.
Well, whether it is or isn't your destiny, right now Killa K is the holder of that briefcase, and we have another winner from Elite, and it's Vin Grayson.
So after my triumphant victory over Arkham at Elite last week,
your breath smells like cum.
I gotta go to the bathroom. I saw a man who has been through so much hell in his career finally win a #1 contendership for a title.
That he did.
So, to be honest, it disgraces wrestling that this man has won Money in the Bank.
You're a disgrace.
What a disgrace that he will win that.
I am calling out Killa K right now.
Oh boy.
And I have an offer for him. I have an offer for Killa K. So come on out here.
He's gonna whoop your butt. You can't put hot on him to win.
Vin Grayson has the unique distinction of being able to say that he cheated to win a match with no rules, a first blood match, using that container of fake blood that he so proudly carries around with him. And here comes your best friend Ryan Ragnarok, Money in the Bank holder, Killa K, and this crowd's going nuts. Killa K! Killa K! Killa K!
Killa K's not getting a pop for being an idiot dying from a movie.
Killa K is known very much for taking some of the sickest maneuvers we have ever seen in this arena. A lot of them at the hands of you, Ryan Ragnarok. And I gotta ask you, how does it feel to finally be on the wrong end of a Ryan Ragnarok Killa K mix-up?
Congratulations! I know what I'm going to say, but congratulations on winning Money in the Bank at Elite last week. I mean, if I was in the match, obviously I would have won. But
Because you're sleeping with the pucker.
Killa, I'm just going to say this. I know that you worked very hard to get to this place and everything, but I'm just going to ask you to do the right thing here because I have a very lucrative offer for you. I plan to buy you out of your Money in the Bank briefcase.
This should be interesting for you, Ragnarok.
I can make everything worth your while. I can give you all the money you ever wanted. You can go, you know, do whatever Killa K does with it. I really don't care what you do with it, but you have no business holding that briefcase. I should be holding that briefcase.
No! Vin Grayson, I should be holding that briefcase.
So Killa K, what do you say? I can make this all worth your while. So you just name a price.
There you see that briefcase. That briefcase, one of the most sought-after items, one of the most non-title sought-after items.
Killa, no!
Killa K. Killa, this is the biggest victory of Killa.
It's for a shot in the future at an EWA title shot. I'm not giving it up.
He's not gonna sleep. Yeah, Killa K.
This is the biggest achievement in Killa K's career. That's probably a smart choice to not give it up.
I can respect that, I guess. I mean, it's not what I would have done, but I guess then I'm just gonna have to beat you for it.
Oh, and he clobbers him with the microphone.
I'll have to admit that was a very, very smart move on Vin Grayson. You know, I want to say that I've had everyone knows the history between me and Vin Grayson. We've had a nice little rivalry. You know what? He has gotten the better than me, but I seem to have molded him perfectly exactly where I wanted him to be.
Absolutely. Now, I have a question that I've been pondering as a wrestling journalist. Would this whole situation with the briefcase be bothering you nearly as much as it is if it was somebody besides Killa K that has it? Or does it just eat you up inside that it's been the guy that you've been beating on both of your whole careers that finally bested you after all these years?
Honestly, it really didn't matter who it was, but the fact that it actually is Killa K, yeah, that kind of does get under my skin a bit. Because, I mean, let's face facts. I've beaten him twice for this Extreme Match belt. Yes, he was once my friend, and I had the respect of him, and I handed this belt to him. He never once beat me for this belt.
Come on, Killa, just go
And
out
every
easy.
match that me and him had, every important match that we had, I always get the better of him. And the fact that that little weasel walked away with my briefcase just irks me.
I do have to say, it must be one hell of a feeling to know that you were the winner of that match and literally not only gave it away, but emphatically and enthusiastically stole the losing briefcase from Killa K. Right, you guys switched, right? Yeah.
I mean, if you're Brandon the Bull, if you got a ham sandwich, are you exactly losing?
Gotta give it to you there, Ragnarok. That was quite a good comeback.
What about Mad Ecstatic? He seemed pretty happy. I guess the food stamps ran out for him.
Oh boy, my Ragnarok. It's not endorsed by EWA commentary here. And his views and expressions are not that necessarily of the EWA, as Vin Grayson has really been in total control. Just that cheap shot with the mic to start this match.
Very smart. He's keeping on top of Killa K. That's what he's got to keep doing. But you know what? Whether he wins, whether Killa wins, I don't care. Because I will challenge whoever the winner is for that briefcase eventually. And I will get that briefcase back.
Well, I do have to say you did have one hell of a showing in that ladder match. And being in that ladder match, you have really probably cemented yourself as somebody, as a viable contender for the briefcase, and perhaps the tri-state title, and perhaps even the world heavyweight title.
Cemented. I define myself as being Mr. Money in the Bank. Chris Jericho has nothing on me. Shelton Benjamin has nothing on me. I made my mark in Money in the Bank. I'm pretty sure I dominated majority of that match. I mean, who else can Pele from 8 feet up?
That was beautiful maneuvering.
Who else can break a ghost over El Deforman's head?
Only in EWA are we breaking ghosts over people's heads. And Vin Grayson still in control. And the underest of all underdogs, Killa K's got this crowd firmly behind him. The 12th man delivering the elbows. Oh, and Vin Grayson cuts him off, brings him back down to the ground. And Vin Grayson is showing some real tenacity here.
Yes.
Okay. This match is for the EWA Money in the Bank briefcase. A title shot.
I agree with that statement, sir.
Title shot anywhere.
But you don't either.
Any place, anywhere. And the thing about this briefcase that sets it apart from other Money in the Bank like briefcases is that it's almost a title in and of itself. It can be defended, it can change hands. The person who wins it might be 10 other people later that end up cashing it in with the way this thing can jump around. Killa K, it's almost too much of a responsibility it could be just to have the briefcase. It's such a burden. Everybody's gunning for you.
That briefcase is almost just as prestigious as the belt that it's worth for.
Absolutely.
You're just as much as a target, and as we can see, Vin Grayson is the first one to target him.
And you're not far behind in line.
I'm not far behind. I wish that I was the one, but obviously, look at me. I'm injured. I'm in a sling. I dislocated my shoulder. I can't do anything today. But when I'm ready, I will be back in action, and that briefcase will.
And now Killa K is trying to get in control. Big prong hold here. Oh my God! Smacking into the rocks on the outside is Killa K. And I think can the briefcase change hands on DQ and countout? Or is it like a title? Can it not? The title,
I'm gonna be the number one contender.
The briefcase, just like a title, cannot change hands on DQ or countout in a traditional rules match. But either way, if Grayson can get Killa K back in the ring after a move like that, we might have a new Money in the Bank briefcase holder.
That was smart on Vin Grayson's part, rolled him more into the middle, so there was no edge breaks. However, the time might have cost him.
And that cocky pin, probably, he was barely on him. I don't think. I mean, I think Killa K would kick out of getting a truck hit. If he was hit by a truck, he would kick out of it with that kind of nonchalant pin. Killa K, small package. He got him, Killa K, with the small package, and once again, Killa K stumbles into a victory.
Well, Triple J, nice commentating with you, but however, I have a little personal business.
Oh, Ryan Ragnarok, where are you going, Ragnarok? What happened to your separated shoulder, Ragnarok? And Jesus with the ghost again in the back of the head. And I knew that was going to happen from the second Ragnarok came out here. He was out here talking all hearts and flowers, and I knew what he wanted. And what he wanted is what he's doing right now with that briefcase in hand. And he's almost luring Killa K, and a big super kick levels the Money in the Bank briefcase holder. And Ryan Ragnarok holding that briefcase. Vin Grayson standing tall. Killa K doesn't look much like a winner right now. But I tell you what, revenge is in the cards for Ryan Ragnarok. If Killa K has something to do with it, one of the most resilient young men